Friends, fans, and fine folk, grab your drinks and snacks and come on down to Behind the Screen. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Good to see you here. Thank you for popping by. Thanks for being here on YouTube. What? YouTube Live? Crazy. 20 gift memberships been there, done the thing. Thank you so much. That is very kind indeed. Oh, damn it. Lists them all as well. Enjoy your gift members, all of these people. Good lord. That's a lot. Oh god, somebody's going to use that to troll me. Somebody's going to go, here's another 50. Boom, it's going to be crazy. Oops, give Rob my last name. Yeah, I have all of your names. I am a genius. And also, when you donate money, it comes up with your real name on Patreon. PayPal, generally speaking. I have names. Sometimes it is actually pretty difficult to work out who donated when, so I can be like, who is this? Who is this? Who is that? Who's giving me money? You can get Nightbot in YouTube, Rob. Oh, good question. Nightbot. Nightbot. I have to say all the new names in one breath. No, it was only 20. You only have to do that for 25s and above. Add to Nightbot. Sign with YouTube. Did I finally make a live stream? You did, Smash the Viking. Welcome in. Good to have you here. Adverts? Rude, YouTube. I appreciate your patience with things like working out how to appropriately monetize and when to set the settings for the adverts and such to use. We'll manage your assets, sort of content, manage your YouTube account, Nightbot, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Agree. Alright, Nightbot, do the thing. Why do the same thing with my might be an off the screen job. The Irish logo's red now. You noticed that, did you? I thought it was a nice little touch. You could have spare names in case you ever lose yours. Yeah, exactly. I've never had the money to donate, so you don't have my name. Fair. The amount of times Ben messages mods being like, hey, do you know this is? Much YouTube membership goes to you, Rob? Good question. Not sure. I will have to look into that. I've never really looked into YouTube membership all that much. It was just kind of a thing that I was like, I guess I'll turn it on. Tell you what I'll do. Tell you what I'll do, everybody. While we're working things out, I will go to my stream settings and I will, if I can work out how to do so. I can click a button here that says delay ads so that we can make sure that we're, oh my God, what's happened? That's another 20 gift subs, gift memberships. It doesn't roll off the tongue as much as gift sub, does it? 20 gift memberships. 20 gifts. Just 20 gifts from Been There, Done the Thing. Thank you very much again. Alrin, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships as well. Kind people as always, indeed. He's a Brave browser. It's free. Now models privacy and removes all ads. Interesting. I like DuckDuckGo. All right. How do I? There's so much I still need to learn about YouTube. How to nothing for how to turn monetization off on this stream just because it's a new one and I don't want people having to put up with ads. I can still just keep pressing the delay ads button, I guess. I wonder what happens if I press it again. Uh, Nothing. Alright, just restarts it at 10. I can delay ads 10 minutes each time by clicking the 10 minutes button. Fuck it, am I still act like a mod? I hope so, yes. Oh, good. Goodness me. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. YouTube does minimize screen now. Check YouTube alerts on channels you like. I turned mine off. Yeah, for some reason YouTube channel alerts is a pain. Connect on the thing. Another 20 gifted memberships. That's a lot of gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Okay. What was I doing? Distracted. No, not that. Nightbot. That was it. I'm nightbotting, trying to work out how to nightbot. So I have nightbot logged into my YouTube account. So I add a command. New command name. Test response. This is a test, and then uh, and see if it test. No, not done one. Okay, this will be an offline jobby, it seems. I can't help but picture Finland on the thing, skipping through YouTube fields, throwing up membership like flowers, like coming down the aisle like a flower girl. You get a sub. You get a sub. Well, I will work out how to put that on, and we'll do that at some time. But for now, thank you for just being here. Welcome in. If you are joining me here on YouTube and you've never seen a live stream before you because you don't use Twitch, let me know in the chat because I'm interested to know if people have been like, "Oh my God, I've never seen Robert go live before." It would be kind of cool. I'm missing the reply feature. I did notice that at myself earlier, HS. I was like, oh, I need to be able to reply to somebody's message, but it didn't work. We'll work it out. There might be ways around things that I don't know how to do. Always behind chats, it makes it hard to react to a minute old post. 69 years. Nice. Nice. I need to go into my YouTube backend and make sure that I've got like the appropriate uh, emotes. Like my nice emote is missing. Nice. We've got our Robert Hartley love mat and my hype and my muted and my high. Hi. But we're missing some of those. Missing some of those things. So we'll work out how to port across all of the emotes and stuff and the animated dancing emotes and things. I'll see if there's anything I can do about making it stop defaulting to top chat because the live chat top chat thing that you have to keep changing. Thank you for the reminders, Winter Ghost. At the top of the screen, top of your chat bot, it says a little drop down. It might say top chat, in which case, for some reason, it's using some algorithm to decide um, which comments to show and which not. So if you change that to live chat instead, you should see all of them. Um, I'm not sure that YouTube does anything like channel points, but I'll work out some way to, at the very least, honor the ones that you had. Even if we can't do channel points going forward, I'm not sure. I'll work out something with that because I know that channel points are pretty important. I like the use of channel points. I like the wanted for redemptions. I like the starting soon screen notices. I like that some people were saving up for big ticket items and stuff. So I will find a way to honor those. Don't worry. Can I do polls here? Well, you tell me. Can I do polls here on YouTube? Bada bing, bada bing. Can we use the Robert Hartley emotes as a member? Again, that's something that I can look into. It might be that I can, like with Twitch, maybe I can put some of them available just to subscribers and some of them available only to members. I'll look into it. Because how many points people have, because I was told it's really super close, about halfway down there. I can't see how many points people have Winter Ghost, but I was thinking of easy workarounds for that. I could easily add a bunch of my Twitch channel point redemptions that are 50,000, 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, etc. And then you can just redeem all of your points into those things. And then I can see them in the redemptions list. Okay, Winter Ghost had this many points. And then I can work out what I'm doing with it regarding that if I want to. That's really close to a million too. If you round up to the nearest million, you're right there. Those look nice to have made on Twitch. It felt quite easy to do one as well. Like there's just a button for it at the bottom of the screen. I can just click engage with your audience, and then I can start a goal, a question and answer, a poll, a members only live stream. What is question and answer? Let's see. What does this do? Start question and answer. Ooh, questions list. Hover your mouse over any question. Click the drop down menu to pin the question for everyone to see. Oh, what have I done? I don't see any questions. What do I do? Click this. Oh, test. Africa by Toto. What is this? So if I click this, no, I can just add things. That says ask questions. I have the power. Are you AI? How do I select? Oh, yeah, select question. Oh, wait. If I click the button of that one and then select the question, what does that do? Oh, then I can answer this one. What do I do to answer the question? I just answer the question. And then I close the question. And then I do this, and I'm like, cool. And end Q&A. Wow, how weird. What an interesting thing that I'll never use, probably. Thanks for the heads up about the AI crap. Didn't know that disabled it this morning. Glad to hear it, job, yeah. Okie dokie. Well, let's do swear word of the day. Butt fap. Butt fap. Uh, if you're newer to my stuff and you don't know what the question of the day is all about, the vicious mockery of the day is all about, you you could use your channel points to redeem a prefix or suffix that goes into a randomized table that then plucks something out each day. And today's is butt fat. And then we have to try and work out what that means. What does butt fat mean? When does this poll end? Should it just stay there forever until I end it? And then I can end the poll myself. Interesting. Handy. Not to be confused with WizFat. I feel like this one's self-explanatory. A butt fat. Is it self-explanatory though? Because is it like, is it, because it's to be an insult. I feel like no idea about the fish mockery now that we're on YouTube. Don't feel naughty on Twitch for some reason. Is a butt fat a way to fat using a butt? Is it someone who faps to butts? Because that would be a butt fapper. It was a real butt fap. Just the whole interaction was just a real butt fap. Oh, you're going to explain it? Okay. I don't know. You say it's self-explanatory. I don't think that that's self-explanatory. I don't know what that means. I don't know how one would use that as an insult. A butt fap. Yeah, this is that newfangled YouTube, eh? It's the dark web version of WhatsApp. WhatsApp. You on WhatsApp? No, but I'm on ButtFab. I've done streaming and on phone data, so I'm going to jump off. I want to show support for you jumping. Thank you, Sparrow. I appreciate it. Have a good day. High five for butts. I keep listening to the stream in the background and not keep my phone screen on the whole time. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the difference with YouTube and Twitch now. Do you have to enable being given memberships? I don't know. We're all learning together, Starry. Go into your settings and see if that's a thing. Maybe it's like automatically, you're not automatically eligible to be given a membership. Maybe you have to choose whether you're okay with accepting a gifted membership or not. Maybe it's something that was too easy, like a piece of cake. Oh, it was a real butt fat. I mean, he's always scratching their rear end. Stop being such a butt fat. I'm trying to eat you. You do? I just discovered. I'm questioning why. Oh, okay. That was not a question of if you did, just why you do. Okay, so good to know. Thank you for learning that for me. If you wish to be able to accept gifted memberships, you need to turn that on somehow, apparently. The internet is new to us all. Turn an exchange look on chance that and all right. Today's swear word of the day on the 14th of August is butt fat, which everybody else is just saying is self-explanatory. So we'll see, I guess. How do you change that? Good question. Celery? On mobile, you click the green gifted memberships things and it prompts you to do so. Not sure about it on desktop button. Oh, it's also just switched my chat back to live chat. Maybe it did it when I did the question answer thing. No. All right, let's move on to Dungeons and Dragons Trivial Pursuit. I'm grabbing myself a new card. Be right back. Should be drinking more water. Oops. Oops. Should have been drinking more water. Been forgetting. You can pop out chat on YouTube. You can, yeah. That's just a handy feature here. Jeff, the Amok Master. We can now amok. No, no amocking. I'm here. I'm here. No more, no amocking. Just because I haven't worked out how to nightbot or mod people on YouTube, like, doesn't mean you're allowed to amok here. I can mod you myself. I know that much at least. I can click on your name and it gives me the options to pin your message, report you, remove you, put the user in timeout, hide the user from my channel, or make you a moderator. Do I have moderators on YouTube? Is Ojo a moderator? Hey Ojo, if you're still lurking, can you say something so I don't have to scroll up and find you again? Water, just switch over to on at this point first. Gross. Fishy toothpaste. Question 1 on the Trivial Pursuit Dungeons and Dragons card. What 9th level conjuration spell can you cast the first time you light a candle of invocation? I know this one from experience. My character has done it once before. To very hilarious effect. What level 9 conjuration spell can you cast the first time you light a candle of invocation? Oh, that was weird. There was a sudden... That's weird. So there was a sudden... Like, nobody was talking for a while. I was like, I think something's gone wrong. And then all of a sudden it's jumped. And there's a lot more chat now. We're allowed to do what we can to adapt. Yeah, I'm mocking. So it says gate. Magic missile, I reckon. It's a great use as an elevator. It's the best. It's the best, most efficient use as an elevator is the gate spell. And my pants pocket is touchscreen compatible. My pants paused the screen. I had that problem yesterday. I was putting my phone in my pocket and it kept buzzing, kept like vibrating, and I got it out and I was like, "What's going on?" And I saw it said incorrect, incorrect thumbprint. Oh, like I wasn't thumbprint. You're up against my leg. Lurking, putting the kid to bed. It's called the Conjure Mind Elevator. Repeat the question. What level 9 conjuration spell can you cast the first time you light a candle of invocation? I swear in a game I have that candle, it doesn't do that. There are 2 different uses for the candle of invocation. The first time you light it, you get the option to do this thing. If you don't do it, then it does other things instead. So if the phone call adds a back bastards. Yeah, you are back, which means I can do this and do this. Ding. Look at that. Um, the it is the gate spell, and the reason I know that is that in the in the Dragonlance campaign that I was in, without going into detail to spoil too much, there was an instance where we were looking for some people, and we found a candle, and I lit the candle, and Rackham narratively described feeling like if I said the name of the name of someone, we could teleport them to us, and and I didn't hesitate. I just said the name of the person that we were looking for, and then Rackham facepalmed and described how he heard the arcane ripping of space from the floor above us as we pulled him down to our floor. And the person that we were looking for was already in the building we were in, and we were the floor. We would like worked our way up to it like a dungeon crawl, and we were one floor shy of just walking up and meeting him anyway. And we'd just cleared the floor that we were on. So we were literally doing nothing other than to just walk up the stairs. The next thing we were doing after lighting this candle was to walk up the stairs where we would have met this guy. And then we're looking, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was here, so I just said his name and brought him to. And so we used the level 9 spell as essentially just an elevator, which is, the best use of it. Ages blue, dabble dee dabble dabble. Incredible moment, very funny. Question 2. Who authored the 1987 Manual of the Planes and assisted Ed Greenwood in the development of early Forgotten Realms products? A one-floor elevator as well, yeah. Stairs are overrated. Use your level 9 gate spell to go downstairs. Ed Redwood. Ian Redwood. It's not even like 45 floors where someone would do that if they could. It was a single floor. Who authored the 1987 Manual of the Planes and assisted Ed Greenwood in the development of early Forgotten Realms products? Iris Overton would be a good guess. It was just a ladder spell. It wasn't even, it wasn't the gate spell. It was an escalator spell. Gary's fourth best friend, Dave Gareth Gygax Anderson. I have no idea. I will say Manual of the Planes. I'm going to guess a name I've never heard of before. Question 3. Ghast spores are thought to sprout from the corpses of what similar-looking monsters? Could be a good card. I know this. Hey, he wasn't expecting it. He wasn't expecting it, and we got him out of his lair. So I still stand by it as a good decision. We got the surprise. Imagine being like a supervillain waiting for somebody in your Blofeld moment, in your swivel chair, with your little white cap, and you're waiting for James Bond to enter your lair so that you can, Mr. Bond. And instead, you can hear him coming. Your henchmen are telling you, hey, he's on the floor below you. And then you can hear your henchman, and you're like, haha, he's killed my henchman. That means that he'll be coming up the stairs any second. And then all of a sudden, you just rip through the fabric of space and you're just thrust into your downstairs area. You're like, you just use a gate spell to just bring me downstairs? It would be pretty disorienting. Question 3. Isn't that a Chris and Jack sketch? It's a very good Chris and Jack sketch, yeah. About perfect timing. It's very funny. Cat gets left behind in the chair, yeah. Question 3. Gas spores are thought to sprout from the corpses of what similar looking monsters? Man, my teeth are squeaky. I cast open manhole cover. Make the bad guy fall through the floor like a cartoon. How rude, I have a doorbell. Gas spores. Gas spores are one of those monsters, kind of like shadows, where on their own, challenge rating a quarter, maybe an eighth, really low challenge rating, but you could easily TPK a party by accident by using them, by not realizing just how overpowered they can be or how dangerous they can be. Because gas spores are just gigantic spherical balls with like little mushroom stalks growing on the top, resembling beholders. And they just kind of float there looking like a beholder, and they do nothing other than just try and bump into you. And if they bump into you or you hit them, they explode. You take like a D4 or something of poison damage, but you are infected with some sort of fungus that if it is allowed to go to its completion, it will just straight up kill you within 24 hours, and then your body grows a bunch more gas spores out of it. And I used them in a Seekers game once in one of my private games where they walked into a room. They were looking for a beholder. So they had the red herring of them walking into an Underdark location where they're struggling with the dark side and stuff. And they see beholders sort of like coming towards them, and there's a bunch of them, and they're like, "Oh my god, there's a lot of beholders!" And so they like kneel down and get their swords out, and they're like paying fealty and deference, and being like, "Hey, hey, we're not here to hurt you. Please, please don't kill me." And then only when they like bobbed over real slow and realized there's no beholders. What's going on there? And then they tried to destroy them, but they had it as a domino effect because there were so many of these gas balls just floating around the room, bumping into each other and stuff. If one of them exploded in a 20-foot radius, I counted how many other flumps, how many other gas balls were in that radius, and they would also chain explode, and then and suddenly, like that couple of D4 damage or whatever turned into significant amount of damage. And I kept track of how many times each person was getting infested by these spore infections. It was a very fun and very challenging fight for them or encounter for them. Probably still salty from nearly connected. Is it a problem they can't adjust your teeth there? Is what a problem they can't adjust my teeth where? What? In the UK, you mean? While I'm traveling? I got my dentist to give me all of my aligners that I needed for while I'm away. And so I'm switching them out still. It's all self-done. The dent, unlike with braces, I'm not going in to get them like twisted and changed and stuff. It's just that I get different plastic aligners that are in the shape and mold of the how the teeth should be at every step of the process. And I'm just given those aligners, and I'm on aligner 25, 20, what am I on? Aligner 23, 24, 25, somewhere in there. Like the ocean alignments? Yeah, exactly that. So anyway, the answer is beholders. Question 4. In Tomb of Annihilation, what is the name of the rocky pinnacle that served as an ancient Chultan signal tower, now home to terrafolk? I don't know the answer to this one. I had mine done. They gave me all of mine at once. Check up every 2 to 3 months. Oh wow. No, my dentist only gives me the ones that I need until the next checkup. It started at 4 weeks and then it went to 6 weeks. And then for this one, I said I'm going to need a good 11 weeks. In Tomb of Annihilation, what's the name of the rocky pinnacle that served as an ancient Chultan signal tower, now home to terrafolk? Terrafolk as in with a silent P. Pterodactyls. The pterodactyl folk. Terrafolk. Terrific point. First time chatter? Cornasco, welcome in. Discovered you through BLDL. Watched everything you appear in there and love your work. Thank you. It's very kind of you to say. You watched all of the stuff on Viva Plus as well, the one shots and things. Watched them this recently. I can't remember. Barry Peaks, Gate Plateau. I have no idea. I don't even know enough to take a guess at this one. A rocky pinnacle. Let's say um, the Three sisters. Question 5. What is the spellcasting ability of the sorcerer class? It does give multiple choice, but I'm not going to give you it. What is the spellcasting ability of the sorcerer class? Jurassic Peak. Nice. I got a weird advert. For question 4, it was in Tomb of Annihilation, what is the name of the rocky pinnacle that served as an ancient Chultan signal tower? Now home to Terra folk. Pterodactyl people. Stop panicking, I'm back now. Oh, thank goodness, Skog. Everybody was worried. In the middle of an Into the Darklands session 0. Nice. Confidence. Fuck's sake, I made sure my notifications were on, but it didn't work. I'm sorry to hear that, Pokenute. That might be my end. I've heard that the YouTube notifies people when I'm done with the live stream and it becomes a VOD. So I did post on Discord to say, hey, I'm live. But it might be a setting I have to change somewhere, which I will have to look into when I somehow find the time to do so. Question 5. What is the spellcasting ability of the sorcerer class? Intelligence, wisdom, or charisma? It is charisma. And question, I argue that it should be constitution. I like a lot of people's homebrew choice on sorcerers is that they should be constitution based because it's about your internal magic. Magic missile, question 1. Well, Renarian. Question 1 was, what 9th level conjuration spell can you cast the first time you light a candle of invocation? So it is actually asking for a magic spell at least. Would you like to lock in magic missile? And final question, question 6. In Greyhawk, what is the alignment of the deity Bokob, the god of magic, sometimes called the Uncaring? That is Boccob. Bokob. Bokob. It's a palindrome. In Greyhawk, what is the alignment of the deity Bokob? Bokob. Bokob. Botchub. Butsub. The god of magic, sometimes called the Uncaring. Surely the god of magic, called the Uncaring, is going to be true neutral. Surely. Gonna take another crack at Kuno while I watch. Nice. True neutral sounds uncaring. It does, right? The unbothered. Will BTS Into the Darklands on Sunday be here on YouTube? Probably, but time will tell. Alright, let's find out. Question 1. What 9th level conjuration spell can you cast? Gate. If you use it to cast that spell, the candle gets destroyed. But if you don't, you get like an aura every time you light it of people of the alignment of the candle get to cast their spells without expending slots or something. I can't fully remember. Question 2. Not enough to give myself a bonus point, but I was technically correct that the answer is some guy I've never heard of. Who authored the 1987 Manual of the Planes and assisted Ed Greenwood in developing early Forgotten Realms? That is Jeff Grubb. I think somebody did say Jeff as a joke with using DJEOF. Did you Jeff? The answer is actually Jeff. Jeff Grubb. Question 3. Gas spores are thought to sprout from beholders. Question 4. In Tomb of Annihilation, the rocky pinnacle is called Firefinger. Question 5. What is the spellcasting ability of sorcerers? Charisma. And in Greyhawk, what's the alignment of the deity Uncaring? Neutral. Yeah. So I got Gate, Beholders, Charisma, and Neutral today. 4 out of 6. Good card. A good card for me. Felt like actual Trivial Pursuit questions as well, with the exception of maybe the second one, which is a bit obscure, but I suppose obscure trivia is still trivia. True meh. Became a member, but didn't see it bring up in the chat. Want to show I'm still spotting here now on Twitch. Is that? Thank you very much, Pokenute. It does pop up next to your name that you have a little blue star. I assume that means member. You also got a green name, which I assume means member. So thank you. Ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Well done, everybody. All right, let's jump into watching the episode, shall we? It's already 12:20, 28 my time. As I say, I have been whitelisted on the Viva channel, so fingers crossed it shouldn't be a problem. Fingers crossed. Where am I going to be watching it? I'm going to be watching it there, so I want to be looking into the screen. So I want to be cropping my face down to about. If I'm sitting back, I need to be able to sit back and watch it. Or lean forward and talk. So I'll do something like. Do. Right, that'll do. That'll do as one it. That'll do as donkey. Praying to the tech gremlins. We can't even redeem channel points to mollify the tech gremlins. So maybe they haven't noticed that we've gone over here yet, and they're waiting over at Twitch, being like, "Where is he? Where is he? His stream's not gone live. Is that your problem, connection? Are you doing this? No, I'm not making him. He went live earlier. He's not here anymore. I don't know. Maybe they don't know where I've gone. Gonna head out and send the kids. Have a great stream. No worries, Timorous. Thanks for being here. What's the split on YouTube revenue? More expensive than Twitch? So I hope you get more. Good question. Not sure. I will look into that. Don't feel like you have to spot here. Is it more expensive? I thought it was about the same, man. Isn't it $5? I thought it was $5, but maybe not. Maybe that's the thing that I can control as well. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can set the price. I have a feeling like I can set the price in YouTube, so maybe I can look into that. This is new. Don't worry about it for now. We'll work all of this stuff out. I appreciate your patience as we go. Leave my cousins to starve. Oh, no, don't worry, they'll find me. They will definitely find me. It's like 50 pence more. Gotcha. It's cheaper here for me than on Twitch. Interesting. Interesting. It's okay, they've already jumped across for me. I've spoken to 3 IT folks this morning already. Good lord. It's a good pound more expensive, pound cheaper for Pokenute. Interesting. I just want the tech runners to fight each other for once. Yeah. That's been subbing on mobile. Twitch is $4.99. Interesting. Don't know. All right, let's put my headphones on to double check. Battery's good. Check the potatoes and such. Quality, no. Captions on. Let's go.
Badger, don't do anything stupid.
You remember how that turned out? Exploding me all over the yard, yeah? Well, you know what happens when you're massacred in your own home and your blood, flesh, and organs are spread in a thin smear over the virgin snow? Turns out the ice gets into your very essence. And you see these icy blue, piercing eyes turn blizzard white for a second, and frost seems to spread out from his eyes.
Well, hang on. I'm wondering if I should be trying to get my fucking hammer back. Kind of like.
I feel like that's we gotta kill him.
I'm gonna roll for damage. Damage. I'm gonna grab your dice to help with that. So, whoa. I can reroll. I can use not.
It's very quiet. Okay, I can upload. I was trying to hear whether it was the right volume or not. I can adjust. Is it also just started in the middle? Like, it feels like it's a long intro here. Yeah, just a public service announcement. If you are subscribing to anything, not just people on Twitch and stuff, but if you're subscribing to, I don't know, YouTube Premium or Netflix or anything at all, if you've got a subscription model, if you are subscribing on a mobile, if you're subscribing via an app, you almost always will be paying more than you need to. Because Google Play and Apple Play, the app stores, they add a cut to the price for the privilege of subscribing on their app, even though you can subscribe on desktop and still just be subscribed on the app. It's ridiculous and money grabbing and greedy, as is all things these days. And it's basically them just going, oh, can we get away with just secretly charging people more money and then taking money for it for no reason, even though we've done nothing about it? Oh yeah, we can just take a cut of the subscriptions. So you can almost always save yourself money by doing all of your subscriptions by desktop instead of mobile or app. So do that. Make sure. Check it. True for any platform, not just Twitch. Yeah, it's true for any platform. Always do all of your subscriptions via your browser rather than your phone. I think each premium's not that way, but that's because money goes to Google directly, so they don't raise their own pricing themselves. Yeah, that's a good point. Someone bring me lunch, please. Yeah, if you're doing a lunch run, to Lachlan, you can pop up and give me some as well, because I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet, and it's nearly 1 p.m. I have to check this. Is it a YouTube Premium done through the app? I never thought it would be cheaper that way. Yeah, for YouTube Premium, because they are owned by Google, I don't think that they raise the price, but as Salary says, that would be them raising the price of themselves, so probably not. But it also wouldn't surprise me if they did, because they're like, oh, we can get a second cut of the pie? Yeah, let's do it. Same with Patreon too. Did it with Apple Pay? Yes, I think so. I'm pretty sure it's the same with everything. If you ever subscribe to anything through a phone or through the app, then Apple Play and Google Play take a cut. It's always worth checking if it's cheaper to just do it in a browser.
Good enough to reroll any ones or twos. I'm assuming I can skip differently.
Yeah, it doesn't say you must.
Oh,
I mean, that's made that a significantly
so
better.
much better.
Hello, and welcome to Daggerheart, Azerim.
You caught him, nice Joe. You got yourself Articuno.
That is 12 plus 9 is 21,
That's good.
24, 29?
29.
29 plus, plus 10, 39.
39. Is there anything else you can add? Want missed abilities?
I could have actually marked a stress to gain advantage on the just to hit earlier,
Cool.
but I didn't need to.
Didn't need to, but good to know.
I don't think there's anything else.
That's
I think that's it.
Cool. 39 is 1 point shy of his severe damage threshold, so he does major damage, and there's a few things trigger
40
here.
equals.
A few things trigger here. So, if the attacker was in very close range, which it was, as you smash into his icy plate armor, essentially, that he's wearing, some of it shards off and hits you, as it is inspired by a similar thing that you used to have, the ice thing.
Armor of
Agathis, that's the one. So he basically casts a version of that, and you take 4 points of ice damage from hitting him. He marks
I'll just make that an armor.
Marks 2 hit points from that. And then the other thing that triggers is you all hear from somewhere in the house.
Oh dear. Oh, the real Yaris is. Wait, what?
Or,
Oh wait, the real Yaris.
Maybe, or he's...
or it's my granddad, or
or
not my granddad,
he's
my,
like attached his
Roger.
life force to Roger or something, maybe.
Can you go and do some stuff in here?
Probably.
Mr. Invisible run inside.
Yeah. Because he's been slack with the fucking environments. I don't know what's going on around here.
It's an icy lawn.
Great.
It's a
But
big
is
icy lawn.
there like a wall or a
traps.
rock or something I can hide behind? Perhaps.
You know what I thought you might be doing? Going into this fucking house that I brought onto the battlefield.
I
so
am.
like,
I
got
am.
the frozen lawn.
If you give me a fucking second,
Fucking
Mr.
second?
Sassy Pants.
Mr. Sassy Pants.
Very,
What is this
very well
energy?
justified
What is
because I was
this?
being very sassy in the first place. But basically, I just want somewhere to hide.
You're invisible.
Give me a
Yeah, be a fucking second.
Everyone just gonna miss it.
Okay, the tensions are higher. Yeah.
Look,
Tensions
you
are high,
can't-
tensions are high.
Bad energy.
Since you wanted this, I'm going to give you a map so
Thank
that you
you.
can know if they can hide behind anything.
Right.
Okay. But since you've been a sassy cunt, you get that map.
Come on, Rob. Come on, mate.
Hey, you wanted a map?
This house lives on a glacier?
Yes.
I did also bring this specifically for this reason. All right, let's see.
Yeah, you want a map?
All sorts
I'll
of
give you.
Placed within 30 feet of you.
Since you wanted this is
There
such
you
a
go.
phrase.
You can have that rock formation there.
Right, thank you.
Somewhere around. Maybe there's like a wall.
Why don't you lay out the rocks exactly how you want them?
I will, Ellen.
There you go. We'll put.
What are you?
We'll slide that over. We'll push that in.
Do you
Move you
need-
guys back a bit.
Tom, do you need any description of page movement?
What's this? Oh, fucking G.
Jeff.
What is this?
I'd say there's
Ron,
some
you made it worse?
some sort of a wall around the
Did I
place.
make it worse?
Because you kind of want the...
Yeah, if you can drag it towards Rob just a little, stuff towards Rob just a little bit more, it's like,
Was it better before I started putting it down?
Yeah.
that's fine. Let's just leave it at that. It's white like snow.
It's white like.
There you go. There's a wall
Glad they
around
left
the
all of that
property. You happy?
I'm very happy. Thank you.
Very.
Just for the record, I was happy exactly how it was.
Thank you.
I wasn't going to cause
For the
any-
record, I wasn't. Because I have a plan.
Okay, here we go.
Give me a plan.
Because I know my fucking luck. I'm gonna walk in there and there's gonna be a fucking beast monster that's gonna rip my head off. So,
There's going to be a fly.
Fair.
You'll eat the fly. The fly will explode you.
Whatever you do is going to end in disaster.
I know. I
Just
know.
live with that.
Okay, so I've
Just
got
walk in the front
somewhere
door.
where I'm relatively hidden, right?
You're
then I
invisible?
cast, yes. I cast Phantom Retreat,
Cool.
okay? Which basically gives me like a save spot that I can return to at some point.
Oh,
Pretty cool feature.
Good idea, right?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Okay, now that I've saved my spot,
I'll put that there to remind us that that's where you saved your spot.
sure, I go in the house.
Is Phantom Retreat an action you need to roll for anything? or
No, I
mark
just
a
spend a
stress?
hope.
Cool.
Spend a hope to activate Phantom Retreat where you're currently standing. Spend another hope at any time before your next rest to disappear from where you are and reappear where you were standing.
Spend a hope for it. I don't think that counts as an.
Was I still just annoyed with Ben for not appreciating the tiny crystal mini? Yeah, that's what it was. I put all this effort into bringing a tiny crystal mini, and then bringing a big old house that I thought they were all just going to fight in, but they all decided to fight on the lawn instead. So whatever. Should have seen that coming, to be honest. With Adam's being responsible director man, whilst the rest of them are engaging in sass. Yeah, Adam's like, and shall we go? It's like, dude, we're not going to cut any of that. Just keep poking him, he digs in harder. Oh, yeah. This is what usually happens to Ben, yeah. The middle of a table session and the start of one, do you remember Sassy Ben was on one? This would be close to the end, mid to end of table session 3. the third day back to back. Enjoy those production things. Behind the curtains always interests me. It's good at predicting my bullshit. Are they off Twitch? Horrible company? Indeed it is, Andrew. Turns out Greg's frost giant mother's in that. Oh my god, sorry? Cat's covering my face for me. I can live with that. Rude. Peekaboo. It's out of hope when he tries to activate it. Rob, is that feature just in Daggerheart? Which feature, sorry? Which features is just in Daggerheart? We've got PTSD of houses from the Hag's greenhouse now. Yeah, Hag's treehouse now, yeah. Watched the Azerim fight with Yeti yesterday. Ben's face is hilarious in that when he gets. God, I forgot about the Yeti. Oh, I forgot about the Yeti. Him just getting immediately immediately paralyzed. Because I remember whenever I think about something randomly selecting which one to go for, I think of the Hill Giant and the Crag Cat. And I forgot that the Yeti did the same, where it was just like, well, I'm going to roll randomly to see who it goes for. Oh, it's going for you, Ben. You immediately get frozen solid. You're petrified. You can't move, and a Yeti tyke is going to run up and start biting on your leg. How many years have you gymmed for the Viva Gang now? I think it was about 8 years ago that I first got the email from Adam. Ben should have had a disadvantage in stealth after shouting, where are the rocks? What's this? Oh, that was it. I was like, why have I got an alarm for sword fighting? I went to the Royal Armouries on Wednesday. And there was a sword fighting showcase at 1 o'clock. So I set an alarm to make sure we didn't lose it. Bum 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 bum. Gotta go. The office is now 31 degrees C. Oof, damn. Find a way to cool down, Kestrel. Tiger shark. Man's existence is disadvantage. Yeah. Study its mountains. On the rock cover given to Ben turned out to be a sleeping enemy element. Shadow says, why did you block me on Instagram? Thanks for bringing it to my attention that I blocked you on Instagram, Shadow, so that I can block you here too. What a weird energy to bring into a conversation that I have no idea. I've got no recollection of even who you are, but I wouldn't have blocked you for no reason, so you're obviously a dickhead to me, so I blocked you. I won't block you here yet because you haven't been a dickhead to me here yet, so consider this your warning. Do whatever you did to me on Instagram that forced me to block you, and I'll block you here too. Be cool. Just be cool. And stick around and enjoy my content. You have an alarm for sword fighting? Yeah, I mean, it was 15 minutes to remind me to go and get a good position so I could watch the sword fighting. Ben has a knack for remembering stuff from past campaigns. He does. He's got a good memory for remembering stuff that's not useful and not remembering what happened the day before in the previous session. No worries, Blue the Great. Well, thanks for popping in. Love the Royal Armouries. Sword Fight Showcase is excellent. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. For the jousting, I saw some of that as well. It wasn't jousting each other, but it was demonstration of Mongolian horseback weaponry, including spears, like trying to grab hanging loops off of strings. You broke my heart. I don't even know who you are, man. I haven't blocked that many people on Instagram. I could probably count it on one hand. So you obviously did something to fuck me up. Well, to fuck up your relationship. Rob, is Bodger's dwarven grandfather still alive? Would he be the one to make Darren's hammer or a jeweler like Rowan joked? his dwarven grandfather, his paternal grandfather. I don't think we've ever established that, Rowan and I, whether his. I would imagine he's probably still alive. Yeah, his dwarven side of the family probably still has his grandfather alive, because dwarves live for a long time. So from that alone, he probably is still around. As for what he would be, I imagine probably a blacksmith, just for the sake of keeping it in the family. He would probably have been he's probably a retired blacksmith. And yeah, it's nice idea to it would be a nice idea to think if Roger's father, Roger Blodger, what would his father be called? He's an old codger now. He's an old codger Blodger. Codger Blodger. Codger Blodger. Uh, Codger Blodger probably made the dwarven thrower and then gifted it to Darren as like a, hey, now that our families have been brought together because my son has married your daughter, maybe it was like a wedding gift or something, and said, hey, I made this hammer for you. That would be a cool idea. That can be my headcanon as what happened. Royal Armories in Leeds, yeah. I wasn't following on Instagram. I corrected that now. Thank you very much for the follow. Thanks for inspiring me to take the leap to GMing. Nice. I'm glad you did so, Nicholas. So, Fantasy, how's it going? Alright. Did Bodger's grandfather die in the last hit fight? No. Is there a Dodger Blodger? Maybe. Maybe that's his great grandfather. Death Dodger. Death Dodger, Codger Blodger. I was taught archery by someone at uni who went on to do archery for Great Britain in the Olympics. Oh, nice. Good one to learn archery from then. So, Captain Cheese, I say I watched on VLVL D&D since you made the descent into Avernus. I want to say you were such an amazing GM. It's been very fun watching you. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. That's a long time to have been watching, too. Lodger Blodger renting a room in someone's house. Written for Yaris, by the way. I like to go and visit the armories in Leeds. Been once, but it was for an exam. Too tired to look around. Just a fan trying to talk to you. Thank you for the great content you make. Good boys. So your bio type. He then made a joke because you did. Oh, you were that guy. Yeah, you made you made a shitty comment about being anti-trans or anti non-binary folk, and a very binary outlook on pronouns, and you didn't go about it in a very cool way. So I said, no, I don't need that kind of shit in my life. So I blocked you. Answered your own question there, really, didn't you? Yeah, that's exactly it. I said, I hope you're not into that pronoun thing because it's fucking stupid. And I'm glad to see that you're doubling down here so that I can block you here too. Hey, Shadow, with all due respect, go fuck yourself. I'm waiting for a Teresk to come up from the ice glacier lawn now, just to spite Ben for demanding it's there. Someone who's threatened by parts of speech. Yeah. Someone who doesn't understand that pronouns are a thing in English speech. They are 1/9 of the language that we speak. Bro was given a second chance and had to double down on being a cunt. Yeah, exactly. Be better. For getting blocked speedrunners entity.
Action in game mechanics terms, so it doesn't take one of your invisibility tokens.
Beautiful.
So you then move inside.
Yes.
Ooh, I got it. Very cool.
As you head
What's
inside
inside?
the house.
Nothing.
You head inside the house. As you're doing that thing, what are you guys doing?
I hit him with my hammer.
Do
with
it.
my mace.
Do it.
Oh, wait.
It'll be
Fucking
better for you.
Barradoon!
It'll be better for you.
Fucking
Unless you
Barradoon
roll
stealing
with
turns
fear.
every single time.
Unless it rolls fear and then it goes straight to his
This
turn.
is your last chance, Mega.
I'm just going to do Shadowbind, which will restrain him, which means you'll have advantage on your attack.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Unless I roll with fear and it goes to him.
50%
and he
chance?
gets-
Or he has some magical bullshit that can
There's a
fuck.
50% chance that it's going to go straight to his turn.
Totally.
It's more than that because if he rolls a failure or he rolls success with fear, I get it either way.
So I'm sorry
So
if I.
it only
This is-
doesn't
this is
come
your
to
I gifted a sub there for how you dealt with that dick. Fully love defending those who need it. It's just fucking common decency, in it? It's just common decency. But thank you, poking me. Bro's pronounced was worth. That's good. Fuck, that's good. Pronouns in 1/9 of the English speech for real, like steady level. Is that a rough estimate? It's not a ninth by volume, but it is one. There are 9 parts of speech: nouns, adjectives, adverbs, verbs, interjections, articles, pronouns, prepositions, and conjunctions. All English words fall into one of those 9 categories. Often they are more than one as well. But pronouns is one of those 9. And as for whether those things are equal or not, articles is an entire part of speech, and they are made up of exactly 3 words. In English, we only have 3 articles: the, a, and am. Congratulations, you know a 9th of English. Adam, I know what you're trying to do, but please let Alan have a turn. Yeah. This is the one thing with Daggerheart that I question. Yeah, it's somebody else jumping in and taking your turn from you. It's not something that I like about it. Having played with it a little bit, it's something that I would definitely house rule away a little bit. Come up with more of a set turn order again. You can still be pretty flexible with your turn order in Daggerheart. Like you can, without having to go like individually, everybody takes a turn in the same order every time. You can do it more just like a team versus team. Bad guys take a turn, then any one of you guys take a turn, and then bad guys take a turn, and then any one of you guys take a turn. And you can do it that way. You can just go back and forth like that. But the fact that you don't know whether at the end of your turn it's going to be my turn or his turn, I think that leads to a bit too much like don't know. Confused everyone was pregnant because I didn't find out what flavor I was having and referred to Strog as they. That confused people? Weird. Uncommon decency. Don't remember learning any of that at school, just learned English and no idea how. Yeah, I don't think I learned it at school. I learned it afterwards because I'm a word nerd. Word nerd. I said the fraction, I thought you said 9/10. Yeah, pronouns are 9/10 of English speech. No, that's possession, 9/10 of the law. Never bothered learning what parts of sentences are, and it made sense to me when I was in school. Probably have difficulty learning new languages. Yeah, it certainly helps to learn languages if you know little things about that. I've recently learned things that I didn't learn at school about English. In learning Spanish, I learned things like what is a past participle, and what is the perfect tense, and things like that, which I never learned at school, but now I understand them, and it makes learning Spanish a lot easier when you do understand those things. A 4-year-old son with a speech delay can learn pronouns. There's no excuse to not. All right, we can move on from that douchebag. We have a native language without gendered pronouns. Man, if only, right? I'm glad we don't have French or German or something where objects have genders. That confuses the hell out of me. Yeah, I had to teach. Who was I teaching? Oh, I was talking to my girlfriend about it. I was talking about what conjugating means, what it means to conjugate a verb, because English doesn't really do it very well. Well, we do it very well in that we don't need to do it. We barely need to do it. When you take a verb like run, to run, the infinitive form is the base form. In English, we use the word to. To run is the infinitive form of that, to run. And then I run, in order to conjugate the infinitive form into using it for a particular person, conjugating is just how do you change the verb so that it matches the person. In English, it doesn't change, and most of the time it doesn't change. I run, you run, they run, we run. He runs, we conjugate that differently because we put an S on it. But there are some verbs like can. Can in English doesn't even have an infinitive because we don't say to can. We say to be able to. And then when we conjugate the verb to be able to, we say I can, you can, he can, she can, we can, they can. So even that one doesn't conjugate between he and she and it and they. But most verbs in English just conjugate into whatever the infinitive is, and then the infinitive with an S for he, she, it. Whereas most other languages that I know of anyway, they conjugate verbs by making them different each time. So like correr is the verb to run, and then corro, corre, corres. How they change the ending for the depending on who you're talking to. That's what it means to conjugate a verb. Language also has object with genders and Maltese. In German, we have 3 articles just to confuse other nationalities, make it impossible to learn a second language. And German is not easy. Can't remember which object, but oh my fucking god, if you use this word for that object, it was male. If you use the other word for it, it's female. Yeah. And when they don't make sense as the one you'd expect it to be as well, that confuses me. Like in Spanish, the word for beard is a feminine noun, and the word for vagina is a masculine noun. Okay, so there's no relevance to whatever. I don't know what any of this. Why? And generally speaking, if you said el instead of la, they'd understand. So what's the point of it? Learning German after Mandarin was interesting because I went from little conjugation to a whole lot of it. Got participles hanging though. Learning this makes me wonder if Portuguese is harder or easier. English is an easy language to learn. That's a hot take. A lot of people say English is a hard language. English is an easy language because of the lack of conjugations, and we don't change things with past participles. We don't have any gendered nouns. It's relatively easy. The thing that makes English difficult is that it is stolen from so many different languages that it has a lot of inconsistencies. You can't learn a particular rule and just learn that rule and it applies to everything, because that's just not how it works. There are always more exceptions than there are rules. So that's the thing that makes English difficult. But as far as a lot of other things that make a language learning difficult, English has not got most of them. It breaks the rules a lot, yeah. Indonesian is the most efficient language. Interesting. English, the English rules are yes, except when no. Learning German after knowing Swedish is having training wheels for the vocab since it's so similar, but the grammar is a huge headache since it's cubed and leveled to the max. The lack of phonetic spelling is a big hassle with English. Yeah. Easier to learn American English for that reason. They have changed the spelling to phonetic a lot more of the time.
It only doesn't come to my turn if he gets a critical success or success with hope.
I'm sorry.
Maybe just let me go.
I mean, but you could also up.
I mean, true.
But he's been kind of having his turns.
If Shadowbind works, it's going to be very
way
useful.
better for you.
This is it. One chance.
One opportunity.
One opportunity, one shot to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment.
I'm going to do it on the
You're gonna capture
I'm
it?
going to do it. I'm going to
on the
swap
ice.
my hope
Mum
die out.
spaghetti.
Yeah.
I'm going to swap my hope die out for the Viva dice.
Good idea.
Got it.
VLDL.shop.
Yeah, VLDL.shop is
So
where
if
you
this
get Viva
fails,
Deadly
everyone
dice.
will know these are bad dice. Let's do it.
So it works.
That's
Oh, no, I'm using the hope die. Let's drop that on the ground.
Yeah, use nothing but hope die.
9 and 8.
with Viva dice.
With the
as
Viva dice as the hope.
Hope,
There you
baby.
go. And then plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 17 plus 5, 22.
22, cool. I hope he doesn't have anything that can change that into.
I'm sure he won't. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, which he doesn't. 22 is a success.
Okay, so he is shadowbound. His shadow pops on up and restrains him.
And remind me how he gets rid of that.
In Japanese, atatakai is warm. Atataka unakata is not warm. Jesus. Atatakai atakata kunakanakana katana. Perfect. Nailed it. It's good envy. How to choose your role carefully. Something recently that said the I before E except after C rule was for all the French loan words, but it doesn't apply to words with an Old English origin. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. My favorite rule in English is I before E except after C, because it's a rule that has more exceptions than actual rule. They've tried so many different ways. If the sound is an E, it's I before E except after C. So you can ignore height and weight because the sound is not an E. Neighbor, you can ignore that because it's not the E. It's only applicable when the sound is an E, like protein. Wait, no, protein is also an E before the I. Episode looks a bit fuzzy. I did check potatoes. Oops, that's the wrong button. Quality is 1080p. I can turn it up even further up. I can turn it to 1440p. It might just be bitrate of the stream. I try and find the word where it is just I free. Do you pronounce neither as neither or neither? Neither. I pronounce it as neither. Neither. I think I got neither as default. Daggerheart isn't my favorite, but it's okay. I didn't use either of those either. I used different pronunciations. I don't use either of those either. Yeah, I don't use either of those either. I didn't do it either. I didn't do it either. Did she do this? Did she do that? No, but to be fair, I didn't do that either. I think I'd still say either.
It doesn't actually say. It legit doesn't say. Targets
Bye,
you succeed against a
Fantasy.
temporary restrained as the shadow binds them. And what we said last time is at the end of the scene
Yeah,
it would
temporarily would just be at the end of the scene.
the same with my
you'd have to
chokehold
make
thing,
you'd have to make a say like it would
A
normally
save.
be like I
A
would do
save
a
against-
reaction roll to try and get out of it, like strength, or I spend a fear to cancel or something. Cool. So he's bound, considered
So
restrained,
it says restrained. Does that give him advantage?
vulnerable at all, or not?
Just restrained.
Cool. No, it doesn't help you at all.
Up top.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Vulnerable means you would have had advantage on this. Restrained just means his movement becomes 0. So he's stuck to where he is on the floor, but he can still do everything.
Your turn, Alan.
At least you didn't pass the turn up. I mean, that was harmless.
Or is he restrained?
Yeah, he
restrained.
is.
Okay, I mean,
It's going to be useful. You can't move.
true. Okay, no, I think
I'm pretty sure
overall
he can
it's
move.
positive. I just don't get advantage.
I'm sure
That was
Which is what I thought you would. Sorry.
Which is what I thought was going to happen, but that's fine. I hit him with my mace,
Remember? Oh, never mind.
Go for it.
and
Hit him.
if I do, then okay, let's just try it. Let's
Hit him,
see
hit him,
how
hit him.
this- Not good.
Roll well, I think.
Yeah, 5. Is it a crit? No, it's not. I'm going to use reassurance.
Okay,
It's a very reassuring way to say it.
I'm gonna mark a stress to bring a soldier's bond into the battlefield,
Hell yeah.
and then I'm gonna compliment you.
Oh, please.
Excellent,
I've got
nice.
really
I've
good
got a-
comment.
clever.
Greg, yeah, sorry, that's a weird time to do this, but your hair is just looking particularly nice today.
Why are we doing this now?
Take
What do
3
we-
hope, and I'll take 3 hope.
What?
Thank you.
Just,
Are we fighting?
I just wanted to let you know.
You guys fight so weird.
Now 11,
You
12,
guys
13, 14,
fight so
15.
weird.
Are you able to get an experience on
And
that?
so now with that, I'm going to let you
I'd
re-roll
like
one of those
to-
dice with support tank.
Now
I'd
in
like
this
to think as
situation,
well, flavour-wise, instead of it being his shadow that's binding him, I think it's like an ice hand.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking again! Damn it, Murder!
I like
because it's
this.
only one higher than the fear. Should I re-roll the hope even though it's one like?
Re-roll the lower one and also the worst one.
This is
Yeah, but that's the fear
and after
dice.
you pass, then
Oh, I see.
So it's only one difference.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking you try and get everything out because you could roll that lower now, or do you just take whichever one you
I don't know
want?
how that works when you re-roll it. Is that locked in?
Let's see if it you can spend to allow them to re-roll either of the. It doesn't say, so I'd say
So I would
for now
say-
I'd say you can just take either option.
I'm just gonna do it. No, way worse.
just said either.
Okay, so the 6.
Even though I said that, I think I would say
I
either.
can add things.
You've heard me say
I know
either.
it's 18 hits, right?
Well, 18 hits, so
18
it might be
hits.
lower than 18.
So
Probably is
So-
lower.
should I
Well,
Oh, no stress.
he's got
Go,
big
go,
fucking
go
plate
for
armor.
17. What are you able to do?
yeah, I can go exactly 17
Oh,
with
stress
adding that.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll see if 17
13
hits.
plus 4, 17.
That'll give us some.
17 would not normally hit because his difficulty is 18. I'll say that because he's restrained, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so 18 is his evasion.
18.
That's insane.
How kind.
40
damage is severe.
18 is
How
his
kind of
difficulty.
me
Okay.
to allow
well, I
this
hit with
'cause they need it.
my-
All right, so adversaries don't have evasion; they have difficulty.
Difficulty. So their DC for their spells needs to be 18. Their armor class essentially 18.
Cool. And I hit, but my thing is imbued with, on a successful attack, roll an additional damage die and discard the lowest result because my great stone is imbued on
Yeah,
the
nice.
improved mace.
Get that damage up, baby.
3d8 plus 4. Can I steal some d8s?
Yeah, get in there, boy.
So roll
I'm
4
gonna mark.
and
Can I
discard the last
maybe
one.
mark under the
Yeah, I
stress
think
to just
so.
go
That's how I
back
did
to
it.
Another stress to get a bit.
because that's now useless. It's only once per long
Yeah.
rest.
Great stone, yeah. On a successful attack, roll an additional damage die.
That's a good point. Sorry, I think I'd say the same. Either if you're choosing between two things. Well, you can either do this or you can do that. And either is if you have no preference. You're like, I don't mind either. Well, do you want to do this or that? You have to pick either option. You can pick either one. I don't really care either way. Either way. I think they're fully interchangeable for me. I think I just use whichever one happens to come out of my mouth. I think scone and scone is largely interchangeable for me as well, but I think I would probably default to scone a bit more. Scone. And I think if I thought about it, I would choose scone over scone just because I've always been against superfluous spelling. And so having an E on the end, if it's just pronounced scone, is completely unnecessary. So I think I would go with scone like bone or stone rather than scone like gone. I'm not entirely insane, but I use whichever one makes sense in the moment.
Die and discard the lowest result. Great. Okay, cool. So I'll just roll 4. So 8. So there's 1, yeah. And then 8, 13, 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20.
20 points of damage.
Yeah.
Physical damage from a mace, right?
Yeah.
Cool. He takes the damage, and that is going to mark across to him as 1 hit point. That is minor damage for him. But it also triggers ice armor. If the attacker was in very close range, which you were, some of the ice shards off of it and slams against you, or slams out towards you for 6 points of physical magic damage.
It's an armor slot.
Armor slot for that, and you also hear from inside.
And with Bob now
You being
being
inside,
I go, hark! What was that?
what you heard seemed to have come from like through here in this room.
Okay.
It is.
Go deeper.
All right, so I
Was that
carefully-
Hope or fear?
Fair.
Wait.
Purple sphere.
I re-rolled
You
the one,
re-rolled?
so that was
A 6, and it was
a 6.
and that's your
Yeah.
hope die,
Oh,
right?
and it was higher. You were
you
going
hope
with
and
hope.
you-
That was the whole point about rolling or
Yeah,
not re-rolling
yeah,
because
yeah,
it was
so-
hope.
So it's still you.
Okay, so I carefully, sneakily go through the house towards the sound.
If you want to do so, like specifically trying to be sneaky and aware of traps and things, that will be one of your actions. I'll make us make you make an agility roll
I
for it.
would like to do that, I think.
And you could even roll with your experience.
Give me an agility.
And you mark a stress to do experience, eh?
Yep.
Yep.
So it's, yeah. 9 and 3 plus 2, 9,
Plus 4.
12, 4. What?
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say, if you're really enjoying this Daggerheart campaign, we've actually got a Dungeons and Dragons campaign
Daggerheart,
as
yeah.
well. In fact, a few of them. There's currently one called Into the Darklands. I'm
very good.
GMing that as well. Ben and Adam and Britt and Brinley are the
GMing.
players, so go check it out. It's in the description. You can find it. Back to the game. 12 and 4, 16.
out, or we were just saying numbers that whole time.
Yeah, just numbers.
12 and
12 and then plus 2 and then plus 2.
So
16.
16, cool. 16 is enough for not getting any.
With fear too. So.
Cool, thank you. 16 is enough for not alerting anybody to your presence, especially.
Okay.
Also, you'd add a d6 because you're invisible, I would say. I don't
yeah.
think it says that, but it makes sense too.
Yeah, exactly. 2.
You definitely don't notice anything like that, and you also notice with that same roll, doesn't seem like he's trapped the house at all.
Okay.
Like you don't notice anything.
Small silver lining there, Calamire. Twitch is blocked from work computer, but YouTube isn't. Score. Love to hear you slacking off at work. The number of you guys who watch my shit at work, it astounds me. I was talking to somebody recently about, I was like, I don't know what people do for a living, but there's so many people who just tune in at work. What do you do, guys? What do you guys do where you're just watching streams while you're meant to be working? I'd never be able to, well, depending on the work, I suppose, I'd never be able to do it and actually pay attention to what I'm meant to be doing. Into the Darkland's my favourite so far. It's a good one, I like it. I think it was my favourite until my most recent one that we filmed.
You didn't notice it, but it is that no.
But the house itself is a bomb.
Yeah, it's a big mimic. Yeah. You make your way into this back room where you see tied up
supposed to be
in the
paying
corner
attention.
with Frost now up from the ground all the way up to her upper thighs. A much older Goliath woman. You've met her once before, a couple of years ago.
Is it Sharon?
His mother, Sharon.
Oh, shit.
6'9", dark grey
Hostage!
skin, similar radial Yeren to Aaron Bobaran, bald up to about halfway through the scalp, and then like a ponytail from there. And she seems like she's in pain, and she is, for a Goliath, she's quite elderly. She's 71 years old now. She's
Okay.
What is the life expectancy? Same as a human? Or
less than a human, but
really?
so she'd be equivalent to a human, being like in her 90s probably.
Oh.
She's not doing so well, and it seems like yes, you have confirmed.
She's on her way out anyway.
She's on
that,
her
yes,
way
he has
out.
hostages, and every time he marks damage, he has a feature called Chill the Hostage. where he max 1 hit point onto the hostage.
I don't know how these things work. How does that work? How would we?
Yeah, good question. So, did you say?
Mark off one of your invisibility.
Oh, yes, cool. Now,
Not that different from
is there
Focus.
anywhere else?
Yeah,
There is
true.
upstairs, right?
There is upstairs, but you rolled with fear, so it's now me.
Damn it.
Nah.
I will go with.
We didn't think about doing that, did we?
We could just say no.
Just say no.
Just say no.
we,
Yeah.
we're gonna. I've got lots of fuck you tokens, so I will. I
Lots
will
of
mark
fuck you
a
tokens.
stress.
That's what they call them officially.
For again, slippery. He goes, God damn it, Baradin! Again. Luckily, I learned from my mistakes, and then with the ice sort of imbued into his essence, he just kind of slips out of it. Mark a stress to end one effect or condition on Yaris.
I don't know how much stress he has. I just keep doing it.
I'll keep marking that thing on the sheet as well. That's his reaction to that. So he's going to now spend a fear to use frost magic again. Doesn't like that being on you. He looks around the battlefield and goes, "Where's the fucker that exploded me? You ain't getting away, Bob." He's gonna.
He's behind that
Be
rock.
very quiet.
He's gonna make you. He's gonna put his hand out towards your feet and make you make an agility roll as the ice freezes over beneath you.
That is a 10 plus 1.
That is not going to do it. You are knocked prone and made vulnerable. Knocked prone and made vulnerable.
Ah,
Take
bullshit.
no damage from it, but you are vulnerable. Then he's going to. I think he's going to go see where Bob has gone.
Oh no.
He's going to try to see where Bob's gone. He's going to, spend another fear to take another turn, and use, essentially use Blizzard Strike, but it's without the fighting element, so he can teleport. So he's going to throw the hammer, and just like you can when you unlock the final thing of the hammer, he throws it, it lands about here, and then teleports to it, throws it,
Motherfucker.
again, slams inside, and looks around.
Bob.
Careful, Bob!
Careful, Bob.
Looking around for you. I suppose that would cost him another fear because it's technically taking an action to look around. He's gonna mark a stress to add his experience.
Put a lampshade on my head.
He's gonna mark his experience for.
I've got a plan.
He's gonna mark his experience called
invisible.
Revenge to add to that. So he's specifically looking for the fucker that killed him. The one, but like he wants revenge on all of you. You specifically. You exploded him from the inside out.
I was the straw that broke the camel's back. Sure.
That was a 16, which I think it was before you added your extra 2. So yeah, he doesn't see you, doesn't hear you, doesn't see you.
Sick.
I think with the 16, he does notice that the back room is open. He goes, "You notice my friends in here, huh? All right." That's it. Over to you.
Great.
I've got a plan to help you out, Bob. Should we bring if we move
What's your plan? Because don't forget, I can teleport myself out of the house.
He knows enough to ask
my
these
plan
days.
Is to,
I've got a plan. I'm going to start enacting the plan.
Something human-sized.
Without telling you or letting you in on the plan at all.
Illusion under the well, I can't quite see where he is, but make a human-sized illusion. So Baron can see he's in the
We had an
doorway.
elevator
Say
spell.
under the stairs. Oh, right next to me. Sick.
I literally haven't been able to see into the house this entire time.
On your shoulders.
yeah.
Exactly in front of me.
Is in your
Maybe
space.
at the top of the stairs then.
I was about
Just
to
an
go
illusion?
upstairs.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, because I'm also looking for Roger.
You don't know that.
You what?
He doesn't know that
Baron
what you're
doesn't know
about
that.
to do.
Yeah, Baron
He also
doesn't know
can't
that.
see the stairs.
Yeah.
You know,
I literally can't see what, and neither can Baradun, but maybe he just kind of goes, is this a fireplace?
Won't help at all.
Is there a chimney?
This is a room. There's a chimney over.
You could
where the chimneys are. There's a
make
chimney
it
over this
directly
corner. There's a
behind
fireplace
them.
here. There's 2 chimneys here. There's a fireplace here, and one in the room upstairs.
What made Yaris think to go inside the house?
He didn't see Bob. Bob disappeared, and he was like, "He's doing something."
I wonder if it's a minor visual illusion. This can't make noises. What would Baradun think, not knowing exactly where Bob is?
Well, he thinks you guys doing anything.
I was tempted to
agility
talk to Sharon, but as soon as I've heard him come in,
16.
16 is not enough.
Can you get back up?
With fear or against his difficulty.
With hope.
With hope.
It's his spell that he's literally cool with hope. It's his spell that he's doing, so you can't get back up until you succeed against that agility. Like the spell is the ice is keeping you slipping and.
Done. That's
Okay, so I've seen
try
Sharon.
again?
I've seen Sharon, but I haven't seen. It's Roger, right? The
You haven't seen
dad?
Roger is dead.
Okay, so
Okay, I know that you went in the house, and so you don't want him in the house, right?
Technically speaking, Roger just attempted something and failed, so it should be my turn again to pursue something as Yaris. That is the detriment of having failed his agility check. He managed to get a hope out of it, but he did fail. So it should be Yaris's turn now. I need to play a character that can't do magical bullshit sometimes. Well, watch this space. I'm not saying anything. I love this house model. Looks so much like the full show of the original Yaris fight. It does, yeah. It's from a fan, Louis, who sent it through along with the cool skull-faced cylindrical tower that I've used before as well. And then Spidey painted it up for me, and I paid him. So Bardeen doesn't know Bob went into the house because he doesn't have to detect invisibility. No, he doesn't. Is he playing fighter in that scene? I'm not saying what he's playing.
yeah. Before you do any bullshit and fuck me, I hear him come in, and I go fuck.
It's like you've been playing with him for 6 years or something.
And then I sneaky up the stairs to check if I can see Roger upstairs because I just want to see.
Cool. Again, if you're going to go sneaky,
I'm gonna go
it's going
sneaky,
to be
sneaky.
one
You
of your
could fuck yourself right now, and I could have helped you, but
If he succeeds, even if he succeeds with fear, he still succeeds. So succeed or fail is regardless.
And
Exclusive
with
to-
advantage because I'm invisible,
mutually
right?
exclusive. Independent. That's the word I was looking for. Success and
Tie it.
fear. Success and failure is independent of hope and fear. So
Yeah.
whether or not he succeeds is down to how high he rolls.
but with it.
With fear. So that's 22 plus 4, 26. So 26.
He has meta vision, yeah.
26 total.
26, yeah.
26 definitely succeeds. So you managed to get upstairs without him hearing you going upstairs.
Correct.
Same model that was Bloody
that's one
Stool,
back in
yes. Yeah.
You get back.
Yeah, that's the same tavern that I used for the Bloody Stool tavern
Upstairs.
into the Darklands. I have to reuse it for some things. It's a very good model. I can't just use it once and throw it out. As a rough guess, what is the total cost of your mini collection now, fully ordered and painted? Good lord, poking you. Man, I won't even know where to begin. What's the ballpark? The cost of it. Well, I mean, cost of something is arbitrary anyway. Something is only worth what somebody else is willing to pay for it. And I couldn't even answer like how much it would cost based on how much I paid on it because I didn't pay for most of it. Most of it was gifted. So if I wanted to sell it, how much would I be able to get for it? But even that doesn't give you that much of an indication because I would be able to get more for it than someone else would be able to get for the same thing because somebody would be willing to pay more for it because it's mine. So I don't know. I think it's pretty safe to say that I have over 1,000 minis. But I did do a anniversary stream back in April where I counted all of my dice. So maybe during my next birthday anniversary stream, I will count all of my minis. That'd be fun.
To here, you notice that there's a room.
What's written on my hand? Good question. What is written on my hand? Reroll take either question mark. It says reroll take either question mark. So there's obviously something that had come up in the game earlier that I had a question to remind myself to look up later. You see, I do practice what I preach. I have given the advice many a time when people are like, advice for being a new dungeon master? And one of the things I often say after talk to your players is just trust yourself to know the rules, and if you don't, if you think you can look it up within a minute or two, do so. But if it's going to take longer than a minute and a half to get the answer, just make a ruling and keep the flow of the game moving. Make a note to look it up later, and then you can look it up during a break, or you can look it up after the game and you can correct yourself. So that's basically what I did here. Is there was obviously a question at some point during this table session where somebody re-rolled and said, can I choose to take either one, or do I have to take the new roll? And so I've written a note to remind myself. Reroll, take either, question mark. Or take either.
To here, you notice that there's a room off to the side there, bedroom sort of area, and you get fear. You did it with fear, right?
Yeah.
The fear element here, the unintended consequence, I'm going to say, is that bedroom door's locked.
Right.
So that's where you'll find out. You go upstairs, you try the handle real careful and realise it's locked. You do have pick and pull that you can unlock doors with.
True.
But we'll
Pressing up again.
slip back out.
This time I got 20.
Yes, you did, with fear or with hope?
With hope.
Cool. You managed to get back up again, and in
Lucky
doing so, the
bastard.
ice beneath you cancels. You've defeated the spell. He did with fear, so I'll take a turn. Yaris is going to... Let's see. He's going to... What does he want to do?
Surprised you don't have a spreadsheet of all minis? I do. I do have a spreadsheet of my minis, but unfortunately I never kept up to date with it. I made the spreadsheet way back when we first started Descent into Avernus, and I was sent a bunch of fire giant sort of minis and things. I did take a spreadsheet of all those, and then I just didn't add to it every time I was added new ones, so I could update that spreadsheet as part of my next stream or something. My next investor stream.
Do you want to just kick your ass a bit more? He looks inside, realizes he can't see you, goes, all right, well, have fun in here. I'm going to kill your friends first.
I don't really care.
Maybe don't say that, Bob.
Bounce up. Turns back outside so that he can see you. He's going to again use Blizzard Strike. He can see three people,
Yeah,
so he'd be a bit of a waste of fear to do it. He's just going to spend the one so he can do 2 attacks. Yeah, throw his hammer, make 2 attacks. He's going to go with... Who's looking bloodied? Anybody less than half their hit points left?
No, I got healed right up again.
Cool. You're looking half.
I got 2 out of 10.
Yeah,
I'm through.
Cool. So
through
he's,
HP.
I've used most of my armor slots, but HP's fine.
yeah, he's going to start laying into you. Then he's going to go Baradun first. He's going to
Looking at your HP.
make an attack on you.
Yes!
That's going to be a 18,
Yep, that hits.
and it's going to be that's 12 and 10's 22 plus 3 is 25 plus 12 is 37.
Yeah, I'll just take the 37. That's only major.
Cool, 37 slams you for that.
Only
Then he
major,
Blizzard
37.
Strike teleports
Right,
over
Yaris.
here to Greg. As a wizard, he's well, as he used to be a wizard. He's smart enough to know to go for the healer. 16.
Yes.
16 hits, so he's going to do 10 and 9 is 19 plus 3 is 22 plus 12 is 34. 34 points of damage.
We don't want that. We want that to be a little bit less.
No, it's still that reduce that by 2. And
You might have a way to reduce it by
Negotiate.
2.
can I reduce it by?
Let a nerd.
I just don't. I feel like there's more. I can kind of take it for now, so I'm gonna save that for a bit.
You take it for 3 damage.
Yeah.
Take the damage. Slams into
One
you for
armor
that.
to do. Okay. Well,
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Can I- can I lay in-
Anything else? I'm going to see if he's going to do one other thing first. Yeah, you know what he's going to do? He is going to see that you've gotten back up again. He's going to spend a fear to sit one more turn before he's done. He's going to use Frost Magic one more time, and he's going to make you make a finesse check.
no.
No consent.
A finesse reaction roll,
No
please.
consent.
10 plus 2. What is it? What? That's agility?
Finesse.
Oh, finesse, sorry. That's 1.
Yeah, that was a 10.
12, 13.
13's going to fail. So one thing was trying to encase you in ice, and you counterspelled it.
Yeah.
One thing was knocking you prone. So strength, agility, and finesse we've now seen for his frost magic. The finesse one is you feel the frostbite starting to come down your arms and fingers. You start to fumble your weapon, and you'll have disadvantage on attack rolls until you succeed on a finesse roll to sort of shake it off and get blood back into your hands. So your hands are a bit numb.
It was quite fun. I've mentioned it a million times how I really like the adversary creation in Daggerheart, and how it's really fun to come up with abilities. And for this one, I decided that I wanted him to have frost magic that related to each of your stats, forcing you to make a particular stat reaction roll. So strength reaction roll against being frozen in ice, agility reaction roll against being fallen over, a finesse reaction roll against actually being able to finesse your weapon. What's the other one? Oh, they've got 3 others, haven't they? They've got the intel. It might just be that his ice magic was just the 3 physical stats, and then the 3 mental stats I don't think were the ice magic.
No. Then it's going to go back to you guys.
Great. I mean, whilst you guys are futzing around, I try and pick this lock.
Cool.
With, and I swapped out.
You swapped it in, great.
And it's got 0 stress, so it's...
So it didn't cost you anything to swap in, that's good. I like that about the rogue. It's like you should always be able to do it, so it's like it doesn't cost you anything to just have it off to the side and bring it in when you need it.
So that's 17, 18.
18 is a success. You managed to pick the lock easily with hope or fear.
With hope.
With hope
this time.
Cool. You generate a hope for yourself. Unfortunately, that does count as an action, so your invisibility wears off. Thankfully for you, he went back outside.
Yeah, that's okay. So is there anyone in that room?
As you look in the room, you see a familiar dwarven man. Bit of an older gentleman, tied up with bound wrists and ankles like his mother, and again frost up to about his mid-thigh, which is the first voice you heard.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I thought I'd heard you go ah, and then ah.
Yep. Yep. Both of them have taken a hit point of damage.
I may not remember shit, but I do sometimes pay attention to shit.
At the moment, and then it's gone.
Ask him this later today.
Cool. That is.
We played Daggerheart today.
That's what you notice. He's in there tied up, and it's still.
Speaking of bad memory for playing Daggerheart, I had a first-hand account of how important sleep is for short-term memory recently, because I was already very sleep deprived from just being so busy and overworked, and then we filmed a whole bunch of content for the D&D channel on the Tuesday before I came traveling to the UK, and I was up early I was meant to be up early. I ended up sleeping through 45 minutes of alarms and turning up 2 hours late to set, which people were not happy about, but they understood once I explained that it was not my fault. I was just severely overstressed and overworked and underslept, and my body was like, nope, we're going into a coma, and ignoring this. But I was so sleepy that we finished the day of filming. I went back and had to then pack to go traveling immediately the next day, and the next day I got up early to go to the airport to travel, and then I spent the best part of 36 hours on a plane to get to the UK, and it was a lot of underslept. And at one point, about halfway through the flight, halfway through my second, well, technically third flight between Qatar and Manchester, I had a real dissociating moment, that more than I've ever had before. And thankfully, I'm a very logical person, so I was able to logic my way out of panicking. Someone?
Yeah.
I managed to logic my way out of panicking because I was able to go, okay, I know that this is just the way that the brain is, and it's crazy, and it'll get better, it'll come back. But at the moment, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or why. And I was on the plane. I was in the middle of the row as well. So there were people on either side of me, and it started with me saying something like, I thought like, what day is it? And then the more I tried to think of something, the more it was like pulling a thread from a jumper and feel like a woolly jumper, and seeing it all just starting to unravel. Because the more I tried to think of something, the more it disappeared and like retreated from me. Like when you've got an eye floaty and you try to look at it and it moves, and then everything started disappearing. Just trying to answer one question led to me going, but what date? What year? what time of year is it? What month are we in? And I looked at my phone to see what the date was, and only then did I realize I'm on a plane. Why am I on a plane? This is really bizarre. I don't remember what am I. And then I looked at the calendar, and my calendar said flight to Manchester, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to Manchester, but I don't remember getting on the plane. I don't know why. And then, okay, this is weird, but I'm okay. I'm safe. I don't know what's going on. I'm on a flight to Manchester for some reason. I looked at the calendar and saw that the day before it said werewolves with Viva. And I was like, did we play werewolves already? I had literally zero recollection of having played an entire game of werewolves for Viva for Halloween. I was like, I guess we've done that, maybe? I started messaging them in Slack, being like, have we played werewolves? Or did I miss that? And then they're like, yeah, we played yesterday. And I was like, huh. Wait, I have a vague recollection that Alan was on my right. Was Alan there? And they were like, man, you really need some more sleep. I was like, yeah, I don't remember this at all. So it was a bizarre experience and quite interesting. I remember consciously thinking, man, I wish I was in an fMRI machine right now. And I got to see what was going on. Like, what part of my brain is just resetting, just turning off. Like, even now, I don't fully remember the game of werewolves. I've managed to piece together little bits of it, but I still don't fully remember any of what happened. It'll be interesting to see the footage from it, and that will be the thing that jogs my memory. But it is fascinating first-hand account of how important it is to get sleep for the sake of memory. Right, Bardin's vision of Calathag from Athlon. Yeah. That's why I try and remind you to relax when you start to forget how to speak. It takes a lot to come back. I've had that before as well, where I've tried to formulate words into a text, like while I'm in a hypnagogic state of just waking and trying to like answer a message, and I'm having word dissociation of going, I don't know how word go now with what. You're supposed to have let us know you played werewolves? Yeah, I talked about it before. That's this year's Halloween special. I ran them a game of werewolves. Sounds like the first 5 years of my kid's life. When I do BTS for the werewolves, I'll be just as shocked. Yeah. Yeah, answering things when you're first waking up and then forgetting that you even did so.
On you guys, because you have succeeded with hope.
Do you want to try and figure out what the fuck's going on? Like,
Yeah, I'll go, Roger?
Hey.
Right, I think I know what's happening here, but just to check, Yaris has got you hostage and he's got some frost magic on you too.
That's the one.
You know who you
Yeah.
are? Does he,
Yeah, you made him swords. Made him decent swords.
Hey, Roger, how's it going,
That he
man?
cursed to just never use.
Yeah. Oh, bit of a kerfuffle, isn't it?
Yeah. Who the fuck is that guy that's taking us out?
His name's Yaris. I exploded him from the inside out.
Oh, so it's your fault. He's here for revenge against.
My
Right.
bad.
Gotcha.
My bad.
Oh, make it right.
should ask him to see if he knows how to.
Right, I don't suppose you have any idea what the fuck's going on, just magical bullshit.
Magical bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm a blacksmith. I don't know too much about
All right,
magic.
and even if I free you, you're kind of trapped here with the ice and stuff.
I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
How are you doing?
But I
for health?
prefer
Do
to
you
be
need-
freed. If be freed and icy.
Okay, I mean, sure,
or
I
like
can
be tied
try.
up and icy.
I can try.
See, as you're doing that, is anybody else doing anything?
Also, but just quickly, I go. How's the health? How are you doing? Are you
Not so
quite
great.
hurt?
I'm a little bit
Would
hurt.
having a fucking health potion help you rather?
It would certainly help.
Great.
Pour it in his mouth.
Pour it on his head.
As you-
I assume this is how it works.
And it's like running down his face.
You see that the ice seems to recede from the entire way off his legs.
Okay, great.
We've recovered his full health with that.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Sure.
Can he join us in battle?
You guys don't technically know that.
And the fact that we know that you went inside.
Such awesome. Well, you went inside, so we know there's hostages in there that are getting crossed over their legs.
He also didn't know you went inside.
Experienced brothers for life. Everyone, put your hands in. Brothers for life.
What does it say in the back of my does it say the
Brothers.
Yeah.
Brothers for life. Everyone, let's put our hands in. Brothers for life.
Oh, I would, but I'm inside. I'm inside.
you guys-
Bodger, what the f*** are you doing in here? You're the tank! You left out there with
Tank.
a saucer and a healer.
I'm coming. I'm fucking coming.
Sorcerer and a healer.
Episode of this Daggerheart campaign. If you want to see us
The
playing some
tank.
D&D as well, we've got Into the Darklands up here, and we've got Adventures of Azerim down here. Go check them out.
How tired I am. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Bum, 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 bum. Don't you think this should help a little? And it helps a lot. He didn't eat the vial. He didn't eat the vial. Needed to pour it on his head and then force feed him the vial. Just because you can hide focus doesn't mean you always should. Correct. There's meant to be a parallel between the ice climbing in this and from the Darklands the Dragon's Touch thing, at least with at least as much possible. I mean, there was not meant to be a parallel there, no, because they were filmed at vastly different times. We filmed the Daggerheart campaign in November last year, and we filmed the Adventures of Azerim in May last year. So a good 6 months apart from each other. But if you are going to slowly encase someone in ice, you're going to do so from the ground up. You start from the head, they're going to die, and all of the tension is gone. If you're going to give somebody a few rounds to save somebody, like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, when they're visiting the Earth King, Boomy rather, and he starts to encase Sokka and Katara in some sort of rock candy gemstone or something. If the wording of the spell has hostage in it, makes them no longer hostages. What makes them no longer hostages? Like freeing them. Feel like they're all getting the hang of Daggerheart and their character abilities. Yeah, they are. It's good to see in it towards the end. Go find a puppy and get some puppy kisses. It helps. Yeah, I will. 30.1 degrees C. We made it. Made it to what? 30 degrees. That is far too hot. It doesn't feel that hot right now here. Subsuran, how's it going? Catching the end. On your birthday, even. Happy Pingmas. Happy anniversary of your birth. This group makes so many Avatar references, I don't get any of them. You should watch them then. You should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender just so you get the references. It's very good. It's my favourite TV show, I think. Funny that it happened around the same time. Yeah, just coincidence. Yep. Well, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. I don't believe YouTube has anything to do with raids, so I guess that's the thing that's gone by the wayside now, which is really bizarre to think about. It's such a habit now. I don't even think about doing anything. I don't even think about it. It's always bizarre to me when I'm in somebody's stream on Twitch just watching, and then they just end the stream, and I'm like, wait, they didn't raid. Like, it's the two are intrinsically linked together. I do not ever not raid, and now I guess I don't. So it's a bit weird, but that is what it is, I guess. When is the next stream? The next stream is tomorrow morning. I am going to be streaming a short rest with a podcast with a podcast called Sans Pants. They do a bunch of different podcasts. They're a podcast studio in Melbourne called Sans Pants. I went and visited them, took a tour of their podcast studio, and was even on one of their podcast episodes while I was there. So I'm returning the favour and chatting to them about their stuff. They've got a board game that they've just been creating as well, and they're going to promote that. So I'm going to be chatting to Sans Pants tomorrow. I haven't yet fully locked in for myself whether I'm going to be on Twitch or YouTube. I think probably YouTube, but I will leave myself the day to sort of sit on it and think about it, whether it's going to be better or not to do it here or there. I think there is a like principally, I think on principle it should be on YouTube, but for the sake of advertising these friends of mine to the best audience possible and having all of the commands set up and things like that, it might end up being a better time to just use Twitch for it while I'm still getting used to switching. I don't know. So I'll think about it, and I'll obviously you'll get the notifications and you'll get the announcements and stuff when you see it. So either way, just follow me on Twitch and YouTube, just so that you're notified. Make sure you follow me on Discord and have the notifications turned on the notification channel, the Town Crier it's called. Make sure you go there and decide which notifications you are notified about, and then you'll be told when I'm live. Thanks for being here, and I will see you tomorrow in some capacity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, your bits, your subs, your donations, your moral support. Your words mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it. You can raid on YouTube, says Pokenute. Oh, you can? How do you do that? And how does that work? Do I need to know other live people that are currently on? I'm not going to learn how to do it right now, but I will look into it. I will look into that. Well, good night, everybody. Or good day, depending on what time of day it is for you. I will see you later. Bye.